What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind.
Hello, and welcome to another video here with Vladinoob. It's another live here with Vladinoob. Welcome. Hope you're all doing well. Today we've got a live. It takes us from Germany to Nice in France. And we're going to do that using the Hapag-Lloyd livery here. This is an airline that no longer exists. It's actually been, I think it's become TUI now. It's kind of folded into TUI a long time ago. But when it did exist, it used to fly the A310, which is what we're flying today. We're going to use the Inibuilds A310 that's available for Microsoft Flight Simulator for free. So we're going to fly this in 2024. Today we are in Munich in Germany, and we're gonna head over to Nice in France. So yeah, let's go ahead and see how that goes today. But yeah, let's see, huh? Let us see how it goes with this. Let me update the nav bar for you guys on top there. Let me get the sim brief profile in. There we go. That's our plan for the day. That is our plan for the day. 340 nautical miles to go, so we're gonna have to fast forward it a little bit in the middle. But yeah, we're looking good here on the ground in Germany. The livery is absolutely striking, very retro. I like the way it looks. I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. All right, let's jump in. Actually, let's go down to the walk around mode. First things first, we're gonna get rid of these chocks here, so don't give us any issues later on. Then we could jump into the aircraft here. Ta-da! We're in the cockpit, looking very gloomy today. Let's see, is it real time and real weather? It's supposed to be. Yep, real time, real weather, there we go. We are good, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's come down here to the FMC here, flight details. Oh, that's not in yet. Interesting. Let's go to ground connections. Let's get our GPU, that's already there. Excellent. Let's get batteries up. That is a very annoying sound. the A310 makes that I cannot do anything about. Alright, galley power can come on. We can put our crew oxygen supply on. Emergency lights armed. Nav lights up. Strobe lights to automatic. And passenger signs. Then let's go and put our IRS systems or ADARS or whatever you want to call it in nav. Let's take a look how long this is expected to take at the moment, but we need to do some stuff on the FMC for that to happen. Everything else I'm going to leave it blank for the time being. I'm not turning on any of the heaters or any of that just yet, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to leave it exactly that way. Sit down here, align the IRS it says. Let's go to init. From EDDM down to LFMN, right? Yeah. What? Clear that. There we go. Let's put that over there. Return. And let's get align IRS there. Selected. Good. Got our flight plan here on SimBrief today. So our cost index is supposed to be 106. We're going to put that in here manually today. No importing from SimBrief. 330 as our flight level. Now flight ID, although it's something else given here, we're not going to look at that. We're just going to go with FDNX. I don't really modify this in the SimBrief thing. I should, but I don't. Alternate today is LFLL. Which I don't even know which airport that is. All I know is that's in France. Next page. We got our block fuel today, which is 24.7. 24.7. Can put that in there. Our zero fuel weight and all that good stuff. We need to come here. Let's load our aircraft. Okay, dry operating weight remains. Passenger and whatever. Passenger number today is 215. So let's just put that in. 250. I hate these sliders, by the way. They're so difficult to work with. And I can never nail it. Oh, God. Okay, wait. Let's zoom in a little bit. Hopefully that helps. See, it never... Okay, there we go. Cargo 11850 is supposed to be somewhere... Ah, perfect. Fuel 24,749. 24. Oh. I'm gonna leave it here. Okay, we're gonna apply all that weight. There we go. No GSX and none of that today. We just want to get out of here, right? Zero fuel weight. Let's put this in. Zero fuel weight. 226.4 is the one that we're told. So 226.4. How does that compare to this one? Yeah, that's okay. Just a couple of pounds, couple of 100 pounds off. That's okay. That's okay with us. There we go. That's done. Let's go towards our flight plan for the day where there's nothing in EDDM. Let's actually go back to the flight plan and input our waypoints first. We'll put in turbo, which is the end of our Turb 7 November departure out of EDDM. So let's put in turbo. We're gonna put that in right there. Turbo done. It's not direct, obviously. We're gonna work on that in a bit. From turbo, we have an airway there, Y107. We're gonna fly on towards topsail. Okay, that's where we're gonna be. We have step climbs today along the way, up to 350. We can do that. We can do that. We can try that. We'll see. We'll see if we'll bother with that today. I don't think I will. From there, I'm going direct to... Okay, from Topso, I'm going direct to Bakor. Clear that. Bakor, so that needs to be put in... No. How do I do that? Why did I just do that? Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, we need to put this in again. Turbo, airway, 107, Topso. How do I... Okay, there we go. From top, so it's what? It's supposed to go direct to. Yeah, we're supposed to get off at Topso. Yeah, Y107 all the way till Topso, and then Bakor. Oh my god, I forget that this is not Boeing. Clear this, clear this, clear that. There we go. Direct to Bakor, and then direct to Atped, and then direct to Lucille down here, and then we're gonna go direct to Ivano, this one I suppose is the one that I'm going for. I don't know, we'll find out. Then after Ivano, Enoba. Isn't there a way to import this automatically? I don't even remember. Why is Tobzo coming up again? We already talked about Tobzo once. Yeah, we don't need to. We'll remove this, not a problem. We shall clear it off like so. After Enoba, we've got a waypoint here that is airway Z185 to Asbop. After Asbop, we've got another airway which makes our life easy, Z185 to Bordi. There we go. That's done with that. Okay, now let's go to our takeoff up. Oh, sorry. That's not what I'm supposed to do. Let's go back to our flight plan. EDDM SID. It is runway 26R. And we're supposed to have Turbo 7 November, which is right here. That's done. Insert that back to that flight plan right there. All the way to the end, LFMN. At LFMN, we are coming in runway 04 left, and we'll use ILS Z04 left like I usually do on the channel. Board 8 is what I have. It's okay, we'll go with it. Insert that. We're back to the flight plan, right? So let me look for some discontinuities. There is one right here between Asbop and Bordi. I'll just clear that. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. There we go. We're done. We're done with that flight plan right there. Now I need to go set up a similar thing, if you ask me. We're landing into ILS 04 left. Oh god. So ILS 04 left. Z. Okay, insert that. Okay, we're good at Nice here. I'll show you guys the plan. You know what? Let me do that right now. Little nav map. There it is. That is today's plan out of EDDM in Germany. There we are at EDDM. We're going to fly out of here using runway 26 right. We're going to take off, use that, come down here and into Nice. At the coast of France right there on the coast. And we're going to come in and park ourselves into runway 04 left today using the ILS Z system. And there we go. Alright, there's our flight plan for the day. Let me just put that away for you guys. Okie dokie. That's all done. Now, we need to go to our takeoff and approach section of this. There is a thing here, right? That you could use. You have to put in the length and all of that stuff and all of that stuff. I don't really want to do all of this. I'm just going to use the sim brief calculator, which is right here. Let's go towards our performance. We're going to populate this from last flight. Let's calculate it. What do we have today? We've got flap setting 15 and O. Okay, that's fine. We're going to hold on to that. Thrust setting of flex. Okay, now to set this up, we need to come down here. Flex today. Oh, wait, I forgot something. Has the IRS aligned? Yes, it has. Okay, so once it's aligned, we need to turn these on. Only after those are on do we get the displays over here. Forgot about that. So flex temperature, we're supposed to put 65 today, assume temperature, so let's put 65 there for flex, and that's what we're going to use for takeoff. All right, true air temperature today apparently is 13 degrees. It says 12, that's okay. 2997 is supposed to be the altimeter. Let me try that. Press B. 2997 is the altimeter. That is fine. Great. What else do we have here? Bleed setting on, anti-ice off. That's all good. We've got 149, 147. Let's put that in. 149. 149. And our V2, we're going to put that in at 150. That's interesting. We're going to put that in right here, okay? We are going to put that in right here, ladies and gentlemen. 150. FD on, thank you very much. And the same on this side as well, right? Well, FD is already on anyway. Our auto throttle is not on yet, obviously. Altitude select first towards 10,000 feet, and then from there we'll climb out. Our heading for the runway is what? What is the heading for the runway? 261. So let's put 261 here. 261. Okay, probably should have gone the other way around, but that's okay. $261, ladies and gentlemen. Good lord, how much do I have to twist this? 261. Okay, nav mode available, profile available. We're good to go. We are good to go, ladies and gentlemen. All of that is done, so we don't need to worry about it. Okay, good. Good. Now let's go ahead and turn on our APU here, which is right here. We can go and turn that on. Okay, let's get our fuel pumps right there. That'll do us good for now. Everything else is looking good for the time being. We don't really need to worry about any of this. Done. Okay. Got all of that set up. All of this is done. Everything is looking good. Good to go. What is going on with the display though? We've got some issue here. Because clearly something ain't right. Takeoff. Okay. That's interesting. Something isn't right with this. Let's go up here. What is wrong with this? What is our cruising altitude? We set it at 330, so what is the problem? Something ain't right. Something ain't right up here. It's supposed to show these altitudes and stuff right now. Oh, that's interesting. Got everything here. We don't need any of this. So what is going on here? That's an interesting question. That is an interesting question. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's going on there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to progress mode over here. And cruise altitude max optimum 37. So it's fine. So what is going on here that it's not? Is there a discontinuity somewhere here that I haven't caught yet? No, we're looking good here, but I don't understand why we've got something like that. What the heck is going on here? Yeah, I don't see a problem. I do not see a problem. Yeah, I don't see a problem. I don't see any issues. Okay, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in a bit. This is all working, so I don't know what all this is about. Profile mode is on as well. I don't know. Okay, we are good in that department for the time being, at least, from what I can tell. So let me see. What is the landing elevation? Elevation at Nice, it is 16 feet, so we don't need to do anything with our landing altitude right there. Let's put that off. That's looking good. Let's come up here. Let's put that on XPDR. Panel overhead. That. Okay, that's all good. And how do I control the lighting here? I forget. I don't know. I have no idea. Everything else seems to be in order though, so can't really tell what's going on here. Yeah, I can't really tell what's going on here. Flight details, it's all good. Yeah, we seem to be doing well. APU is available. We don't need the external power anymore, so that is running, right? So let's go down here, disconnect that. I believe we're ready to push back. I believe we are ready to push back. There we go. Prepare for pushback and departure there. I still don't get why this is happening. I have no idea why this is happening. Hopefully that fixes itself when I go into takeoff. I don't know. Genuinely no clue. I can leave this armed. I can put this on max. I can't. I don't know what's going on. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Okay. Spoilers, speed brake are not yet ready there. Oh, this should have been on by now. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm forgetting some stuff, haven't I? Probably forgetting some stuff with this aircraft, to be honest with you. It's been a while since I've flown this thing anyway, so let's see. This is not it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm forgetting a lot of stuff, I suppose. Anyway, all of this is done. Let's just get out of here. Let's just get out of here. So I'm gonna request the pushback, and let me see what kind of pushback I need today. What kind of pushback do I need? So nose to the left today, so let's try that. Okay. Stop and back. There we go. There we go. Let's go up here. Let's turn on our beacon lights. Need to turn on our APU bleeds there. Put this on start A. Turn on all the pumps there. Turn all of this good stuff right there, and let's go open that up. There we go. Okay. Let's turn ourselves off to the left, right? Okay. Let's flick this open here. What is it doing? I want to go back to the left. Engine's looking good. I think it's time for us to stop this thing. There we go. We can put on that parking brake. Go up here. Put on there. Open that up. leave this off for the time being. There we go. Good. Up here, taxi lights can go on. Everything else here is looking good. Packs are looking okay-ish. Whilst we wait for this. Okay, still waiting. I believe we're okay. There we go. Ignition off. There we go. Both engines running. Brilliant. Ready to party. This however is kind of weirding me out. I don't know why this is doing this. I have no idea why it's doing this. I'm not getting any altitude or any of that on this, and I don't know exact reason for that. I don't know the exact reason for that, okay? Sorry about that, but I do not know the exact reason for that. Okay, let's see. Auto brake RTO is coming on now. That's brilliant. That is good. We need to put our flaps down, don't we? Okay, we need to put our flaps on. We'll put that up. That should flaps down 15.0. So just slats today. We can see that coming down right here. We take a look at that. There we go, coming down 15. That's fine. Okay, good. I believe up here we did our taxi lights. We can turn off our APU there. We don't need it. We're switching to engine bleeds right there. Yep, we are looking good. We are looking good up here. We don't need to do anything. Excelente. Okay. Down here, looking good. System 1 perhaps on this one. But apart from that, do we have a... These are all comms. The nav is up here. Anyway. So the nav is up here. We'll tune this in when we come in on Nice there. As a matter of fact, we can do this now. So if we take a look at little nav map, what are we likely to encounter in Nice? It is 109.95 at 42 degrees. So let's try that. 109.95 at 42 degrees. Okay, 109.95 at 42 degrees is what we are likely to encounter. Okay, there we go. That is done for Nice. And yeah, it's just time for us to taxi on out of here. All the way to our takeoff runway today of 26. Right. Brilliant. Releasing parking brake. Seatbelt signs on. No smoking on. Yes, those are on. Give it a bit of oomph here. There we go. Why aren't these arming? These are armed, aren't they? They're armed. Auto brake on max. That's done. What else before takeoff did we need to do? TCAS, not yet. Landing lights and stuff, not yet. Yeah, I think we're good. Got a bit of weather situation there. We're very, very light though. Oh, LOD is not working properly today, huh? Let's give ourselves a bit of oomph. So we can get on out of here, yeah? Let's go. We are on our way. Oh, we should have probably turned there, but that's okay. Quite a long taxi here today, so we can just enjoy the views for the time being. The taxiing isn't too bad on this, to be honest with you. It's not too bad at all. It's actually pretty cool, the taxiing on this. I like this aircraft. It's such a striking aircraft sometimes. Look at that, we've got a little bit of drizzle. A little bit of a drizzle there. Okay, the taxi might be pretty long, but it's not going to be too long before we are by the runway we need to take off from today. Look at how lovely all this is, huh? Honestly, it's pretty cool. Okay, so we can go. Let's just leave it like this. We'll make a turn. Oh my god, the scenery here. What is that light doing in the middle of that? This is supposed to be a handcrafted airport in Microsoft Flight Sim, and even then they can't get the lights right. Like, what the hell is a light doing in the middle of a taxiway? Yeah, that is rubbish. But anyway. Yeah, we gotta go all the way to the end of the taxi here, so let's check that out. Beautiful, isn't it? Check that out, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are taxiing rather sensibly at 15 knots or so. Hapag-Lloyd. Is that even how you say that name? Is that how you pronounce that name? Hapag-Lloyd? I'm not too sure. Pretty cool. Let me check something. Let's see if the drizzle... Ah, okay, so it actually does remove the water from the windshield, so that's good. I hate it when the wiper actually doesn't remove the water droplets. It really annoys me for some reason. At least that works in this one, which I'm happy about. Okay, we are halfway, just past the halfway point of the runway, so still gotta reach the end of that runway. It is, yeah, we still gotta keep going. Still gotta keep going. Everything else seems to be in order as far as I'm concerned. I don't remember any other special quirks that I'm supposed to do with this particular aircraft. Unless I'm missing something, right? 38 minutes in, we are 10 minutes behind schedule as far as I'm concerned. Okay, maybe not 10, maybe like 3 minutes behind schedule. Because we should, at the latest, 35 minutes to the runway threshold is what I like. So we are slightly late because of the long taxi, but there it is. We can see the end in sight, ladies and gentlemen. Luckily, we can see the end in sight. And let's just get this ready, huh? Get it ready. The A310. Pretty cool aircraft. Obviously, as I promised Tyra, my next stream after this is going to be a jet, the MSFS, so that's gonna happen in about 13 hours, 13 and a half hours. There will be another stream that's gonna be a jet in Microsoft Flight Sim as well, so we'll see how that goes, eh? Nice to jump back into the A310. Make sure that I don't completely forget this bird. Mr. Hapag-Lloyd. Okay. Nearly there now. Nearly there now. Yeah, we're actually pretty much there. Not just nearly, we're pretty much there. It's a little crooked taxiway right there. This is why you can never trust default sceneries, even if they're handcrafted. They just messed up. we go, coming up towards the end of that runway. Hapag-Lloyd should probably restart their aircrafts. I think that's pretty iconic. The livery there is pretty cool, and it's a very well-known company. Okay, there is our runway turn-offs. There are our runway turn-offs. There are two of them. I'm gonna take the later one. The latter of the two is what I'll go for. Okay. Good. So how about the latest of all of them? It's a very small aircraft. It's probably the funniest wide body that I can think of, right? It's a pretty funny wide body. A stubby wide body is what it is. Look at it. Just look at it. It's a stubby wide body. Look at how odd that looks. It's like a fish, but like a goldfish. It reminds me of a goldfish. Anyway, let us go ahead and get these up and running in advance. Let's just have a rolling takeoff perhaps maybe today. Flap set, that's done, and let's go to TA here with that. I think let's just have a rolling takeoff today. Let's line ourselves up with the runway there. Nice and easy. Give it a bit of power to help us. We're obviously going to use the takeoff go around button right here. Why doesn't it tell us that speed brakes are armed? I don't get it. It should, right? Okay, whatever. Time to take off, ladies and gentlemen. We are on our way, so it's time to take off. So let's go ahead and see how this works. Hopefully it does. Let's find out. There we are. We're just going to go straight in and then make a turn right there. Lovely. So we're going to turn our aircraft in like this, and then we're gonna go turn it out like that. Yeah, come on, come on, come on. Turn in, take off, go around. Let's go. "44 minutes, we're taking off." Should I start the clock? Why not? I don't even know if what I did was starting the clock. It doesn't matter. V1, VR is the same speed. Okay, rotate. Okay, get up. There we go, nice and easy. Look at that as we leave behind Munich. Let's head in there. Looking good. Okay, let's turn our aircraft here. The FD is a little funny, so is the autopilot, but that's okay. It's asking us to climb at an outrageous amount of... Okay, if that's what it wants to do, then that's what it wants to do, right? Let's do it. It's not exactly pitch stable either. I don't think pitch stability was a thing for the A310, unlike other Airbuses. Slats are still out. Giving off to the autopilot. Slats up. Okay, we're in automatic mode here. Speed brake disarmed. Nose lights off. These on. Good. Oh, my turn-offs were already off. Oh, that's okay. Got a bit of weather situation coming up. 6,000 feet. There we are. Very nice, isn't it? Very, very beautiful. Check that out. What a beautiful, beautiful view out of Munich here. Got an hour and 19 minutes to Nice. We're going to cut that short, obviously. With some fast forwarding, we're going to cut that right down. There's a nice little arena over there, a stadium that we can see off in the distance. Again, the tiles kind of break the immersion there, but that's okay. 9,000 feet. Let's go in. Ask for 33,000 feet direct now. Let's do that. Profile. Okay, we are automatically doing profile mode, right? Yep, we're just letting the climb be automatically managed. Yeah, I'm just... What the heck? Okay, I don't really care what it's doing right now at the moment. Okay, icing conditions, 10,000 feet. Let's put these down now. Let's put these off, put that down there. Let's turn these on. Just because we're in icing conditions, that's fine. Everything else is looking good as far as I'm concerned. Automatic mode on that. Yeah, we're on auto mode. We should be on climb mode, but it's okay. Let's just power up through this altitude right here and on our way to 33,000 feet. So let's head up to 33,000 feet. Check that out. Look at that greenish hue right there. Isn't that cool? A little bit of rain, which seems to be in the opposite direction. A little funny there, but interesting. Some lovely cabin views. Okay, let's go cinematic on this. There we go. Nice and lovely. Just wonderful, isn't it? Yeah, that's pretty fun. That is pretty fun. Check that out. Oh, yeah. Check that out. It's pretty fun. Climbing through 20,000 feet. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. Definitely some of the better views here. Look at the level of detail on that engine and the pylon as well. That is absolutely marvelous, isn't it? We'll also have to go in and check whether the FMC has managed to give us some altitudes at each of the waypoints, because that wasn't working on the ground. We're going to check that out. We are going to check that out. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Coming up, we're climbing through to 30,000 feet, climbing through 29,000 to 30,000 feet. 3,000 feet more to go after that. And then we'll go back into the cockpit and check out the status of our McDo, or whatever you want to call it at the time of the A310. I don't know what exactly it was called, but yeah. See, one of the complaints that I have with MSFS is the way how the camera distorts everything, right? If you look at the sun right now, it's a tiny little dot in the sky, and that's because of the way how the camera is, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate the fisheye thing. It's the one thing that X-Plane has over MSFS. MSFS is as if you're looking through a camera, which isn't nice, which is not what you want, you know? That is the one thing I always say, that you feel like you have more space in X-Plane 12. Feels like you're out in the open in X-Plane 12, and in MSFS it feels like you're stuck in a... It feels like you're a ship in a glass bottle, is what it feels like. So yeah. That's just my perception, obviously. I could be wrong. Looking good. Looking good. Alright, we're coming up on 33,000 feet. It's time for us to jump back into the flight deck here and see what's going on. Look at how beautiful that looks. Okay, 33,000 feet. We don't need these anti-icing anymore. We are well above our icing zone there. That is perfectly fine. We're looking all good on the systems. See, we've still got this issue with it, and I can't understand why that's happening. I really cannot. Oh, I had a feeling that was it. Never mind. This is just the temperatures and the wind. Which we don't have available. Okay. Yeah, my bad. I had a feeling that was it. When I saw that little arrow on the top, I had a feeling there was a second page. Should have just pressed that on the ground as well. But yeah, there you go. Nice and easy. There we go. Now we've got everything we need for the flight. Nice and easy. 4,000 feet is where we need to descend down to catch the glide slope at Lempu. That's nice and easy, not a problem at all. We're heading on towards RTT. Top of climb coming up, which we have already passed. So looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Let's increase the range on that. Let's increase the range on that quite a bit, actually. Let's go all the way there, yeah. So just so we get a better idea of what the heck is going on there. What kind of a flight plan is this? Oh, wait. It's not that far away, right? I don't know what's going on right now. Why is it Atpad and then Lucille? Yeah. Why is the flight plan looking like that? That's a little funny, don't you think? That's... I didn't double check my flight plan before I left. Interesting. Topzo, Bakur, Atpad, okay, and then what? What happens after Lucille? Where are we from? Oh my gosh. What is the... Oh, no. Yeah, this Evano has not worked out. This Evano has not worked out. Yeah, we have the wrong Evano here. So we need to clear out Evano. Let's try one more time to put in Evano. E-V-A-N-O. We're going to put that in. Right, we're going to put that in right here. Aha, so that is what it is. Which Evano? It's 7-3. Ah, okay. It's the second Evano that we're supposed to put in. There we go. Now that makes sense. We can clear the discontinuity, and that is what it's supposed to look like. There you go. That is why our flight plan was looking a little funny there. I was like, whoa, what is going on there, huh? It's okay, though. We are perfectly fine with this. This is great. And now our flight plan doesn't look so crooked anymore. Okay. Good. Excellent. Glad we caught that right now. But apart from that, our flight plan is looking fine as far as I'm concerned. Yes, it is. So we can go back to the map mode. And yeah, we can zoom this down if we want to. We can see it on the other side, and it's good. Yeah, we can zoom it down one more. Yeah, that's more like it. There we go. Done deal, ladies and gentlemen. Done deal. SH67146 says hello there. SH67146, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. It's the first time I'm seeing you around these parts. Welcome to the stream. Let's go back to some of our cinematic views here, and I think we also need to do a bit of fast forwarding in today's flight. because it is quite a bit far away at the moment, isn't it? So we need to do a bit of fast forwarding. Which airplane is this? This is the A310-304. The A310 in Microsoft Flight Sim by Inibuilds. Yeah. There is the aircraft. Yeah, thanks. We're on autopilot at the moment. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. There we go. We're looking good. Let's check that out. Look at that view of the mountains right there. That is pretty cool. Where are you going? On top of the nav bar, you can see it. LFMN. LFMN is where we're going. That is Nice in France. That is where we're going. That is where we're going. We've just taken off from Munich. Well, it's been about 20 minutes or so. Yeah, it's been 20 minutes or so. 25 minutes, 20 minutes since we took off from Munich, and then we're on our way. Very nice. Look at these views. Goodness me. That's some good stuff. Yep, there we go. What gear are you using? I'm using the Thrustmaster T16000M joystick and the TWCS Thrustmaster throttle quadrant. So the T16000M, that's what I'm using. That is what I'm using. It's an entry level thing, but it works fine. Works okay-ish. Alright, I think it's time for our fast forwarding. Just a little bit at least, so that we can make sure that we reach there in some time that's not going to be too long from now. So let's go ahead and give it a bit of fast forward. Let's try that. Yep, luckily it does support it, although you can see the wobbling a little bit. It's okay. We're okay for the time being. Damn. So with 4 times that our... Yeah, we are moving now, so we'll be there in no time. This is obviously just till we get a little closer towards our topper descent. Lovely, look at that. Damn, that's good scenery. We need to enjoy that. Alright, see you soon, man. Thank you very much for chiming in to the chat. Okay. Let's check the other side. Well, thank you very much for the subscription, SH67146. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. We're essentially, I believe, flying over the Alps. Yep, well, these are the Alps underneath us. And, yeah. Just a bit more to go towards topper descent. Not too long. Look at the textures on that engine. That is good stuff. That is good stuff. Arsenal plus Millwall. Hello there. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. How long have you been flying so far? Oh, the stream has just been going for about an hour. I took off about 25-30 minutes now since takeoff. I'm just fast forwarding a bit of the cruise portion here, just so we can reach top of descent a little quicker. We're almost there, not long to go towards top of descent, and then from then I will go into 1 speed and go back into the flight deck and see what's happening. So yeah, we've got about roughly, well, once we reach top of descent, about 25 minutes or so towards landing. Which airport am I flying to? It's on the top. LFMN. LFMN, that is Nice in France. That's what I'm flying to. Gonna be there in no time. We're about to make a turn here. That is going to be our last turn before top of descent, so there you go. About to make that turn. Seems like we're gonna have clear weather when we come into Nice here today. Let's see how that goes. Thank you very much, Arsenal. Much appreciated. Thank you for subbing. But yeah, sure. I hope to catch you sometime soon. Thank you. Much appreciated. Look at that scene underneath us. That is beautiful. It's crazy good, huh? Okay, there we go. We're continuing on here. We are continuing on here. So yeah, we need to slow down a little bit now into 2 speed rather than into 4, because we are near our top of descent and we need to jump into the cockpit obviously to see what's going on. But lovely, just beautiful stuff. Always a good time flying over the Alps. Oh, a little bit of a crosswind there at 56 knots. So just so you guys have an idea, let's go back to the flight deck. Let me pop open a little nav map here. That's not our top of descent, by the way, but yeah, our top of descent is coming up right here. Maybe that is our top of descent, who knows? About 30 nautical miles away. So yeah, not long to go into Nice here. Nice being right here for us, and there we go. We just fly in and into Nice we go. Not that long to go at all. So yeah, let's prepare for descent here. Let's see what the FMC is telling us. Let's go to takeoff approach. For our approach, we're gonna go 200 on the MDA, and I want to fly 30-40 for the flaps and slats. That's fine. Approach speed at 136. That's fine. When we're ready, we'll press final approach obviously, but we're not yet ready for that. So for now, we're just gonna leave it the way it is, but soon we're gonna press that button. And 4,000 feet for, yeah, 4,000 feet for the glide slope there will be okay. Great. Okay, top of descent coming up. Let's go tune in our 4,000 feet there. There we go. bring down the range there. Okay. Top of descent coming up. Is it going to automatically descend? Let's find out. Is it going to do a buoying on us and automatically descend? Or do we have to command a descent? No, we have to command a descent. Yeah, we have to command a descent there in true Airbus fashion. There we go. VDEV, we'll catch up with it. It's fine. We shall catch up with it just fine. It takes a while to retard the throttles there. What's wrong with that? Interesting, isn't it? Okay, alright, I didn't need to do that. We are back into 1 speed, and I'm gonna go ahead and close up that simulator rate there. Let's go up here. Let's go to seatbelts on, that on. Why not? Because we are descending very, very steeply here. I don't know why the heck it descends like... Oh, well, do your thing, right? Auto brake in Nice can come to... See, that's the other issue I have. I cannot turn on the auto brake in this aircraft till I'm literally on final. So that's one of the things I have with this aircraft that's kind of funny. We can arm this though. Icing range once again. Gonna turn those on there. There you go. Yeah, this aircraft is a little bit funny. We should have put these off, by the way. That's another thing this has. Is it really an Airbus or a half Boeing, the A310? It's more like a half Boeing. But yeah. VDEV is... Apparently now we are too low. Interesting. The 280. Yeah, apparently now we're too low. So I don't get what on earth the aircraft is actually doing right now. Whatever it is. Yeah. I don't know exactly what the aircraft is doing at the moment. 28,207 at SBOP. Yeah, we're fine with all of this. I don't know why we're descending so steeply. I do not understand. Why is the aircraft descending like a madman? And this is all automatic, by the way. I'm not doing anything. Doesn't really work well, does it? Nope. Hold the altitude for a second. Let's hold that altitude there for a second. We're coming in too hot. I don't like the way how we're descending. We're coming in too hot, and now it shoots past like that. The autopilot is not very good. Clearly you can tell that this aircraft is old, huh? Well, now why are we climbing? I said hold the altitude, man. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay, it's acting really funny. This aircraft is just funny. Okay, now let me try that again. Profile mode. And now we are descending nose down again. Boardy at 17,000 feet. Yeah, okay, now we're above the descent profile. Good morning, Mr. Anas. How are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. I'm doing as usual. Trying to fly this aircraft, its autopilot is archaic compared to the modern Airbus systems, so it's kind of throwing me for a loop at the moment. We are descending like madmen all the time. It's kind of flattening out its descent at the moment, which is great. Coming into land at Nice. Now we are under the VDEV, under the vertical profile again. It's a very funny aircraft. It has such trouble holding on both to the vertical and the lateral navigation as well. Okay, we are done with the anti-ice. Center tank feeding, that is okay. We don't need to worry about any of that. Looking good. Oh, we're getting the reading on the DME here. DME is giving us a reading of 19 point something nautical miles, which is correct. Good. It only has one DME, right? I don't know. Reduce the range on this one. Reduce the range on that one. Hopefully I'll be able to use the ILS properly. As we come into land, we'll find out whether I can. There we go, lovely. Côte d'Azur. Auto land. I'm not going to use the auto land, obviously not. 15,000 feet. I don't know. I don't know what my autopilot is doing. It's very weird. So let's just continue on our descent here, enjoy some cinematic views for the time being. We'll find out what is happening in a bit. Lovely, isn't it? Look at that. Look at that. We can kind of see the airport somewhere here. I don't know where it is. Okay, we'll see it in a bit. I think we can see it. We might be able to spot it. Not sure where exactly it is. I've never flown into Nice before. I don't think I have. I don't think I have, but it's looking good. A lot of parking spaces available at Nice, so that's a good thing for us, I suppose. Where's the airport? We should be able to see the airport somewhere here. Where on earth is it? It is somewhere. Ah, there it is. We can see it in the distance, ladies and gentlemen. There is the airport we're about to land at. That is the airport right there, Nice. Yep, there we go. I hope you guys can see it. That's the one we're about to land at today. Okay, I'm just gonna let the aircraft do its thing until we are ready to come in a little bit closer here. Flying to 13,000 feet. What it is, let me... Oh, it's okay. Very, very nice. Still coming down through 13,000 feet towards 12,000. Flying out over the ocean before we come back in. Nice and easy. Beautiful aircraft this thing is. In all honesty, it's very nice. I do find it weird though, don't get me wrong, look at it. Like I said, it's stubby but it's short. It's weird. There is the aircraft trying to slow down before descending below 10,000 feet. To make a turn. I need to make a turn. I miss this aircraft. Is that what you're saying, Mr. Honest? I gotta be honest, this is one of the better it is expert level if I'm not wrong. I don't think the circuit breakers are modeled, but it's expert level. It might even be almost study level, but this is one of the okay, to be honest with you, this is probably the best airliner that's available by default in Microsoft Flight Simulator, because it's honestly extremely well done. So yeah, I'm not sure about the flight model because it's MSFS, you never know, but I don't know if it has a custom flight model, but it is definitely one of the better, if not the best airliner available by default in MSFS 2024 and 2020 probably. Inibuilds A310. So yeah, it is definitely expert to study level aircraft. Detailed. It does have some things missing though, so it's not fully study level. I don't know. Does expert level come before study level or after? I don't know. Making a few final turns here. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful now, because we're about to yeah, we need to set up for landing. Just passed under 10,000 feet, so let's go back in here and get our landing lights up and running there. There we go. That was already on, that's good. This still doesn't work, huh? Oh, it does work now. I can put my auto brake on now. There you go. Below 10,000 feet I can do it. That's great. That is fantastic. Speed is still at 250 knots, so no room for any slats or any of that. There you go. So we still got some room for that. Yeah, we're okay. We are okay. Why are we descending so steeply? We're not supposed to be at this altitude. That's what I don't get. Like, look at this. We got plenty of time to descend down, but this aircraft is just, it just insists on descending like a madman and going down to that altitude as quickly as possible. Doesn't make any sense. Why are we descending so quickly? You know what I'll do? I'm going to put it at 500, minus 500. So it takes a while to reach that. Because we got some time here. We don't need to do this. It's too much. There is a vertical profile mode which I've been using so far to descend, but it's too steep, it's too aggressive. There is a VNAV profile mode here. But it's too aggressive. It is way too aggressive. Every time it's too aggressive. Decision height has been put at 200. So I don't know. Let me just put it at 200 one more time here. Decision height at 200, which is what I like to fly with. My default is that. VDEV, we are well under our vertical path at the moment, so we don't need to worry about this. Yeah, we're descending nice and easy down towards 4,000 feet. And we are going to be at 4,000 feet way sooner than we should be probably, but that's okay. We're doing okay. At Lempu, we're supposed to be above 4,000, that's okay. Lempu is the waypoint right here. We're going to be there in no time. Nice. It's pretty cool. ChasePlane is pretty cool. Put whatever you want in the center of the screen and that's what it'll go to. There we go. Lots of cool views. Lots of cool stuff. How do I get all of this in here? Interesting, isn't it? It's pretty cool. Okay, making that turn, 6,000 feet, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the manage mode that you're talking about only comes after the A320, yeah. This thing has a lot of different mix of features. Some parts of it are more Boeing, some parts of it are modern Airbus, some parts of it are something else. So it's a very mixed up aircraft. Quite confusing if you're just thrown into it, but it is a mix of behaviors of lots of different kinds of aircrafts. Let me take a look at what we have here. There we go, in the distance we can see that. Yeah, we'll be turning in anytime soon anyway. 6,000 feet. We also need to capture the localizer and the glide slope, which is something that I am quite DME is working as it should, 25 nautical miles away to the runway there, that's fine. Good. Hapag. Oh, look at those lines. I hate those lines in the terrain and stuff. I hate that. MSFS has that issue. Keeps drawing those stupid lines. $5,000 feet. Well, we're descending through 6,000 feet down to 5. We seem to have enough distance to come down to a... Yeah, I really hate that those broken lines that we have on the terrain, especially on the water. They're pretty bad. They need to fix that. They need to fix the bugs. Problem is, some of these bugs are embedded at such a low level, at such a core level in the sim, that fixing them is next to impossible now. I don't know, but that's really stupid and breaks the immersion quite a lot. It's not because of DLSS or anything. I've tried everything under the sun for it. It doesn't go away. Hapagloid. Hapagloid. Okay, there we go. Oh, we are so painfully slow at the moment. What is our speed? We still haven't slowed down much. Does GSX work with this aircraft? Not really, no. It gives issues with pushback. If you use GSX for pushback, if you choose the option to raise your nose, and if you have that selected in GSX, the aircraft will give you a landing gear malfunction, which means you won't be able to taxi and operate the aircraft on the ground properly. So it will do that. Unless you turn off the raising your landing gear option, then I think it should be okay. Apart from that, the jetways and stuff work. The boarding and fueling and stuff, they do work. I didn't use them today though. I did not use them today. Didn't have the patience to meddle with it. Every aircraft has a different thing that works and doesn't work. It's very difficult to figure that out. I believe we can now switch to profile mode. There we go. Now let's see what the aircraft does. Manage mode available. There we go. It's on manage mode on speed and VS there, which means altitude. Heading is on nav mode, which means it's working. It's fine. So this is how I've put it for the time being. So I don't know. Once again, look at the way how it's descending. Why is it descending so quickly? It's too fast. It is too fast. It's okay, we're gonna flatten out at 4,000 feet anyway. And from there we're gonna make that steep turn. Let's bring that down here. There we go. Brilliant. We are dropping speed as well, quite rapidly now. Okay. Now we can put our flaps, our slats down for sure. Yeah, we can even put down our flaps to 210. No, not yet. Not yet. Why is it? Yeah, we can actually. So we can put down our flaps as well. There we go. Perfectly fine there. 4,000 feet has been reached. I don't expect the aircraft to go any lower. It shouldn't. We have altitude at 4,000, so okay, so around here we should be able to capture the glide slope and the localizer and all that good stuff. So let's try that quickly. Yeah, let's actually, you know what, I'm gonna come down to 3,000. Once we make that turn, I'm gonna come down to 3,000 here. If the aircraft begins to make, you know what, let me go down to 3,000. It's a better option. It is definitely a better option. So there you go. What has the time elapsed? "51 minutes. 51 minutes. Did I use fast forward? I did, right? Yeah, I did. I did use it, so it's been 52 minutes now since we've been flying. Obviously I used fast forward, and that's the reason. I don't know if the clock gets affected by fast forward, I'm not sure. I've requested 3,000 feet. I've asked the aircraft to descend, but there is a restriction though, so we will hold it for now and then we'll see. What is the situation out the window? Oh, looking nice. What do you mean the arrival? I've already shown it on little nav map, if that's what you're talking about. There it is. We're literally just going straight in. That's all there is to it. The arrival procedure is already done. Now it's just final approach. Now it's just approach right there. Final approach is obviously somewhere here, but we're going into our long approach right now. There you go. That is literally it. The next waypoint. Yeah, there we go. We're making that turn now. I don't know why we're climbing at the moment, but we're not supposed to. We're supposed to be descending. Can ask for the localizer right now. What? Localizer isn't working. Interesting. Oh, wait. ILS. There you go. Localizer caught. If it will stabilize, that is. I am not sure if it will. Land mode as well. Glide slope caught. Both of them have been caught successfully. Great. For the first time we have. Why is our aircraft climbing? See, it doesn't make any sense. This aircraft doesn't make any sense to me. It pisses me off. Hello there, Codays. Welcome to the stream, and I have no idea what this aircraft is doing again. It says glide slope caught, localizer caught, and it's shooting straight up into the sky like there's no man's business. I don't know. Welcome to the stream, Codays. How are you doing? I am flying the rather frustrating and annoying aircraft right here. Look at this. What is it doing now? What is it doing now? I don't know. Look at what it's doing. Just stupid stuff. Oh my god, now it's gonna say overspeed. With its annoying warning. It's such an annoying aircraft. I put the speed brakes down here. It said glide slope and oh my god. This aircraft screws me over every time. Look at what it's doing. Oh my god, I don't know how to run this aircraft properly, do I? Where is the airport? If I even have visual on it, it's straight up ahead. We're overspeeding nicely here. There is the airport right here. You know what? I'm gonna drop that gear. I'm just too used to the modern systems, to be honest with you. I cannot function with this aircraft. This aircraft pisses me off. Okay, now watch what's going to happen. The glide slope is coming up, localizer is coming up. One would think the aircraft would stabilize, and hopefully it does. Turn back on the auto throttle here. Put back down the flap slowly if it will let me. Glide slope, come on, glide slope, capture the glide slope. I have both the autopilots on, it should work. Nope, it goes blowing right past through the, okay. Is it gonna flatten out its descent? Okay, it is. Flaps down more. Okay, now finally it's caught it. Let's go. Runway turn off lights on. There we go. Nose light to that. There we go. We're still trying to slow down here, right? The speed is supposed to be 136 if I'm not wrong. The reference speed. Let me come down here. You're 133. Okay, so let's put that at 133. Put the flaps down all the way full. I've done full flaps on it. You can put this up here now. Arm it there. Auto brake is on. Everything else is looking good. Up here, SkyDolly time. Let me turn on SkyDolly. SkyDolly is on. There we go. Everything else here seems to be okay-ish. It's not following the glide slope at all. I'm gonna take manual control of this. My aircraft. There's a problem with the glide slope, huh? Yep, there is. Which runway are we landing at? Oh, it's the right one. Never mind.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Okay. Oh my god. What a stupid landing that was. Yeah, the way how this aircraft captures the glide slope, I'm just not used to it at all. There you go. There you go. Anyway, we're in. Let's turn our aircraft here. Pump some brakes on it. Put that flaps up because we don't need them. There we go. Let's turn off to... let's just keep going here. Okay, that can come down to taxi. That can go down. That is not a good landing at all. I don't know why I do such stupid landings when it comes to actual streaming. I can go off. My landings while practicing are so much better. It doesn't make any sense. And I did practice this aircraft. And today's landing wasn't good. It is fairly easy to land, to be honest with you. It is very easy to land. Flight director off. This can come off. Put it down to nav mode. Okay. It can come off. And there we go. Very nice looking airport here at Nice. Can't believe I've never flown in here. It's such a lovely looking airport. It's very nice. Those speed brakes down there. Yeah, it's a very nice looking airport. We'll go check out that landing, but I doubt it's worth. Brake temperature is high. Okay. If it's that high, we'll give it a little bit of fanning. What else can I do? I can go ahead and turn on the APU. Let's do that. APU bleed can come on as well. Let's go park ourselves at any one of these gates or even any one of these generic parkings right there and we're good. Nice. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good airport. It's a very nice airport. That's a default handcrafted airport there. It's pretty beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, we'll park ourselves in the parking that's coming up. There we go. Oh my lordy, I need to get used to this aircraft, don't I? Let's turn this on. Can't see anything. Okay, there we go. It's a weird one. It's a weird one. There's no going around that fact. There we go. Done. Parking brake on. Brilliant. Let's go ahead and take a look at that landing replay before we lose it. Okay, we got landing replay today from SkyDolly, which is brilliant. Let's rewind it. Let's see how terrible that landing was, and then after that, let's see what we can do. Hapag-Lloyd. That's a pretty cool one. Okay, so right there, alright. Let's go check out that landing replay, ladies and gentlemen. Came in very low. Yeah, it was a hard touchdown for sure. Hard touchdown for sure. It says minus 371. That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. Nah. It's nothing to write home about, but let's check that one more time. It came in too low. No, that's not cool. Let me try that landing one more time. Okay. That is us landing into Nice. Let's try that from this view right here. Let's see what the passenger saw. Yikes. Yikes. Very realistic, but yikes. Bad luck with landing continues on the channel at the moment. I don't know what is going on with me, but yeah. I mean, look, it's mostly because I keep switching from aircraft to aircraft. We had issues with the glide slope. It was not a stable approach by any means, so I need to fly this aircraft a little bit more so I can get a bit more used to it, but I should have just taken manual control instead of waiting for the glide slope to catch again. So lots of issues there, lots of issues, huh? perhaps I'll definitely have to perform a second live stream with this aircraft, don't I? I need to make up for all these bad landings for sure. There we go, that is a firm landing for sure. That is a firm landing for sure. Let's go back and take a look at that one more time. Alrighty. Alrighty. Pretty cool though. Very nice model as well. Looks great. Okay. I have to say this aircraft's flight model is also pretty nice. It is pretty good. Let's go ahead and park in our aircraft. I put the flaps up. Why isn't that happening? Okay, it is going up slowly. Okay, that's good. That is good. Alrighty. Head back in the cockpit there, turn that on one more time. But we are looking good. Okay, so let's put that on XPDR up there. Oh, unfortunately that is not working. So let's just go down here, connect that GPU up. Let's go there, switch to external power, and then we'll shut down our engines here. There you go, just cut it. There we go, engines cut, nice and easy. Up here we can turn these off, we don't need them. We can turn our strobe lights off, our beacon lights off, that off, that off. That can remain on, this can come off all the way, this can come off, that can come off. You can ask GSX to deboard our aircraft. Oh my god. What the hell? We're already in a right parking, man. What are you talking about? We're in a good parking. What are you talking about, GSX? Am I not at a good parking? What is wrong with GSX right now? Am I not at a decent parking? Oh, lordy. Now go back. Gate. What gate is this? Let me check what gate this is. Which gate are we at? 52C perhaps? 50A? Show me this spot. Where is this spot? Okay. Warp me there. There you go. We're gonna warp ourselves in there. And then from GSX we're going to request deboarding. Okay. There you go. We've requested deboarding right there from GSX. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna turn off all of these because we don't need them. Auxiliary. We don't need any of those. We don't need any of these anymore, so we can turn that off. We don't need any bleeds. Screw all of that. It's nothing for us to worry about. Disarm that. Okay. That's off. That's fine. These can go to off now. That's fine. These can be unlocked. That's fine. And there you go. Crew oxygen supply off. Ta-da! I think we are pretty much... Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. We're on external power now. We've got everything else off here. What is this? Yeah, we know that. Just I don't care about any of this. Okay, there you go. We are done with that, just like that, and we are deboarding our passengers. I've started walking out right there. If you can take a look at that. Let me show you guys that. Look at that, our passengers. Saw somebody walk out. Yeah, there you go. There's a passenger walking out right there. Where Where are the rest of them? It's a pretty cool one, isn't it? Anyway, thank you everybody for watching today's live stream, where I screwed it up royally a little bit. But in the next flight I do with this one, I expect it to be much better than this. I expect it to be much better than this. And we are at Nice. Lovely looking handcrafted airport here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Not at all too bad, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that little live stream there. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. And yeah, the next live stream is unfortunately not going to be the A310 per se. It's going to be a jet one. That's the one that's going to be happening next. So yeah, thank you so much, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you everybody who chimed in. We had a couple of new people in the chat as well. Arsenal and SH67146, thank you very much. Understand the code days as usual. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I shall catch you guys in the next one. And until then, have a good day. Bye bye. We're going to redeem this landing, by the way. We gotta do that. So we are gonna be coming back to the A310. It's been a while, and as I practice a little bit more on the aircraft, it should get better. So it's not that big deal. It's not that big of a deal. All right. Have a good day, and I shall see you again soon in the next live stream, which is about 12 and a half hours. 12 to 12 and a half hours. That'll be the next live stream, and I'll see you on that one. Until then, cheers. Bye bye.